For those of us whose pecs have turned to paunch, the 2016 Charger Scat Pack is a muscle car that hauls asphalt and hauls groceries. While you can take it out on the track or gobble up tarmac faster than you can say, "Officer, it just got away from me," you can also take the kids to school without having to fold them up like origami. While my youth is more than a few car lengths back in the rearview mirror, I did feel young while listening to the classic rock of my teen years through the Beats audio system. Dare I admit, I actually sang along to both Eric Clapton and Cat Stevens. When I wasn't playing carpool karaoke by myself, I was pushing buttons to see what they do. I even hit the launch button while I was stopped at a light. When the signal turned green, I peeled out like a teenager trying to pick up Stridex and Clearasil before the big date. The purple color of our review car speaks for itself, loudly. And speaking of loudly, I hit the remote start button from my upstairs office and didn't have to wonder if the engine had ignited. I could hear the exhaust through the double-paned windows. But while the exhaust note of the Charger Scat Pack is loud enough to make any kitty scat or scoot, unlike some other muscle cars, it's not an annoying drone inside the car. That's a good thing. It was more of a comforting growl or deep purr. The supportive seats managed to prevent a chiropractic adjustment every time I goosed the throttle. Handling was amazing on tight turns and the straightaways that the Charger was made for. The front-engine rear-drive configuration with an 8-speed automatic transmission generates 485 horsepower. Gas mileage is rated at 15 in the city and 25 on the highway, so you'll be thankful there's an 18.5-gallon fuel tank. The 0 to 60 time of the Charger RT Scat Pack is 4.1 seconds, according to Car and Driver. While this car could definitely star in a reboot of American Graffiti, it does have a kinder, gentler side, despite the 6.4-liter Hemi V8. While you can take it out on the track, you can also take it to the supermarket. But speaking of running errands in the Charger, you might want to familiarize yourself with the valet mode. That helps keep the valet from driving it like you would if it weren't your car and you figure the owner will never know. The four-door Charger is a big family car with a wicked soul. The EPA classifies the Charger as a large car. Just bear in mind, the aero-skirting of the Scat Pack essentially makes the car lower and more vulnerable to parking barriers at Lenny's Colonial Market in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Was that too specific? Do you think Chrysler will notice that I was the one who scraped the front spoiler on the white cement barrier? There is an advisory on the sun visor that says the Scat Pack changes the approach angle going forward and backward. That's a nice way of saying you're going to scrape it going into certain driveways and you'll scrape it again backing out after dinner. I noticed the advisory after my run to Lenny's. The base price for the Charger RT Scat Pack is $40,000. Standard equipment includes Ready Alert braking, which senses when you suddenly lift your foot off the accelerator and it preloads the red Brembo brakes for a panic stop. Options on our test car included the Beats audio with a 552-watt amplifier, Uconnect with navigation, and 5 years of Sirius traffic, bringing the total price as tested to $42,680. For our latest video car reviews, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube at Real World Test Drives and follow me on Twitter at Grant Winter. For Real World Test Drive, I'm Grant Winter reporting.